Good morning to the lecturer. Today, our group would like to present our presentation titled Being a Professional in Leadership and Communication Skill. Before we start our presentation, I would like to introduce my teammate first. There is Owen Tanyikwen, myself Hirzi Halis, there is Farhan Pala, and last Rahadian Anta Wijaya. Next, what is leadership and communication skill? Leadership and communication skill is a daily life that is commonly used in our daily life. Leadership and communication skill usually relates to professional skill, which is a skill on how we communicate and lead a team professionally with manners towards your own employee, your boss, and customers. For example, acting professional toward a customer is needed to please the customer so that they will come back again. If we do the opposite, and for example, we lash out towards the customer will just left. Since there are so many examples of leadership and communication skills, we'll be talking about professional skills specifically. So let's begin. Question number one, what is professional skill? Professional skill is a skill that is refined by the person until it reaches its full potential. Therefore, that skill can be used at your field of work as a professional rather than a person with amateur skills. Next to Muhammad Farhan Pala.
Example of professional skill. Next. Let's say, for example, we learn how to cook. Cooking is a common skill among our society. Forever we cook our own breakfast, lunch, or dinner. That, however, is not an example of professional skill. The best example of having a professional skill, having more in-depth knowledge on how to cook better, the advanced knowledge of cooking, and more. Another example which is programming and giving that you have all the advanced knowledge to code efficiently, quickly, and effectively compared to an amateur. Question 3. What's the use of professional skill? In terms of getting yourself out in society, it will be very important as recruiters tend to find people with actual skills such as leader skill, communication skill, and professional skill. Having those skills within the field of work will make things easier as you are the professional on that field of work. How does professional skill relates to leadership and communication skill?
All right, I'll just take it from here, by the way. So how does professional skill relate to leadership and community skills? So in terms of personal skills, people need to be skilled in terms of communication and in terms of leadership. By becoming a professional leader, you can lead even the most complicated team in your team project. By having professional communication skills, you'll be able to communicate with your customer that sounds like a professional who helps customer Like for example, a a communication, customer service or somewhat. Now, where do you learn these professional skills? You learn these professional skills basically anywhere. Like for example, in terms of communication skills, you can always go for public speaking events and learn how to communicate. Now, in terms of being a leader, you can always lead a team project by managing the time, managing proper priorities, and help keeping the team together. That's what's it for. Now, please continue on, Rahat.
Okay. Can professional skills be much more refined? Being a professional in a skill does not mean you have the best skill in your work field. There is always a room for refining your skill much more. For example, having leadership and communication skill in a team tends to have a lot of problems. We can learn from this mistake and sharpen our sense in terms of our skill. But how long does it take to have a good leadership and communication skills? This is a pretty relative, as we can be a quick learner or a slow one. Some people took a lot of effort to become a professional in a matter of months or years to become a professional, such as a charismatic salesman and a business negotiator. Therefore, depending on the person and the experience they have, it is best to rely on the person as long as the person has the will to experiment, communicate, and more. How does professional leadership and communication skills define us in a society? Having professional leadership and communication skill tends to give us popularity and support from various people. Let's say, for example, a politician always needs leadership and communication skill to assure people that he or she is capable on running a certain government position by proving oneself in terms of leadership. That leadership is always needed to be managed through skilled communication. Therefore, professional leadership and communication skill helps define ourselves to gain such an important role in society. So, in conclusion, leadership and communication skill, especially in professional skill, is really important as it is the main skill that you will truly use in every work field, no matter what type of work it is, and must be sharpened day after day. And that's all from us. We would like to apologize for our mistake in this presentation and thank you for your time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and have a good day.